Good morning, everybody. How's it going? I'm being kind of quiet because my babies are sleeping, but it's Ash Van Horn here. How are you? I hope you're well. Long time no see. I thought I'd give you guys like an update of what I've been doing. I've been doing self-care. For the last few months, my relationship turned into a toxic relationship, and I had to form a plan to get out because I do have 6 daughters, as I shared with you all, and it doesn't matter if you have children or not. In my opinion, it's very important to take care of yourself. I started to find myself losing who I was through this toxic relationship and not really standing my ground, or holding on to my morals and values that I wanted for the family that I created with my last partner. So when his values and morals shifted, so did mine. And I'm here to say I probably look 10 times better than the last time you saw me. And if you don't think so, that's okay because I feel so much better. So I left California, moved back to my home state of Washington, and this is where I'll be staying for now, until the vibe changes and I go somewhere else. Or, maybe I'll just remain a Washingtonian. But I wanted to check in with you guys and see how you were doing. I see all the news, and I have watched a couple of Boycott Grimes' videos and things like that. And I was just mainly trying to stay away from all of that because I was going through something of my own troubles. So I focused on myself, and I'm feeling much better. A little struggle adjusting to single motherhood again. However, the adjustment is totally worth it because a lifetime for a child to experience domestic violence or toxicity like that is so damaging to their hearts, their souls, their brains. And that's really kind of what I wanted to talk about today because that's what I'm personally experiencing right now. And I'm hoping that maybe if I speak about it openly and truthfully, that my story can help someone else. There's been a few times in my life where I've experienced domestic violence, and I've handled it differently every time. There have been times where I've been at fault, where I've been the instigator. However, in the last, I'd say 6 years, I've really, really worked on myself, and to not instigate situations where I already feel unsafe. And especially when you're a smaller person of stature, it's not usually smart to pick physical fights with larger people. So I used my brain and made it an intellectual fight. And I just started collecting pieces to my puzzle and what made me happy. And I put those into action because I realized that my fear of my partner, it was controlling my actions on how I took care of my kids, how I left the house, really every bit of my life. And it is my personal belief that no one human deserves to be controlled like that. When we land on Earth, we have free will, and I felt like I was not using my free will correctly, or positively. So I used that as a course of change. So I just searched my heart, and what I really wanted was to just be away from that person that I was with and to start fresh, because I knew I deserved that. And most of all, my children deserve that. Inconsistencies for children are so hard, and it is really totally 100% okay not to be a perfect parent. It's a beautiful thing. I feel like for myself, it's important for me to check in on myself when I'm feeling like angry, unhappy, and just anyway, even when I'm happy. Like, why are you happy? What's making you happy? Do more of it. What's making you angry? Be around less of that. So the more we can recognize like our reactions to the stimuli, I feel like we can find more solutions for ourselves and others. So I just wanted to take this time to share with you a couple of my self-care tips, and which all helped to lead me out of a domestic violence situation that could have taken my life. So I'll share with you 5 things that I do on a regular basis that make me feel really good. One of them is showering, or taking a bath, or going outside and standing in the rain, washing our bodies, not even with soap, just with water. It's such an amazing cleansing experience. It really like lights our souls up, at least for me, and I've noticed a lot of other people really enjoy the water, because it just gives you a fresh feeling on your body. Your human suit feels refreshed, and when your human suit feels refreshed, your soul vibrates out of that, and just your body just works better when it isn't clogged. Like, our pores will build up like all this yuck and gunk, and you just wash it away. And it's kind of like a spiritual thing too in my eyes. After I take a shower or a bath or cleanse myself with water, I always just feel like a new woman. And then a number 2 thing that I do is, like, if I have something like a good idea or something I want to do or something that's bothering me, I'll write it down. And sometimes I'll write it down in multiple different books, and then I won't even look at it. I'll just write it down. And then, like, maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, or maybe 2 or 3 years later, I'll look at it. And it's a really nice way to see your progress of your thoughts and how you've matured. And kind of just a good way to check in yourself. And also, maybe possibly you could, like, let your brain express on pen what maybe you can't verbalize. So journaling is really good. A third thing is art, which is really basically anything, and it doesn't take money. It doesn't take money. Maybe sometimes it does, like maybe a couple of dollars. For like an example, when I don't have a lot of income, what I'll do is I'll go to the dollar store, and so $3, you can go to the dollar store, and then make sure you have money for tax, and then just get 3 different type of art supplies. And if you don't have like recyclables at home, then maybe get a pad of paper and 2 art supplies. What I do with my little children, in an attempt to not waste more paper, is, like, if I could buy a frozen pizza or something that comes in a box, you can just open that box, just pull where the adhesive is on the box of the product that you bought, and then turn it around, and then let your kids or yourself color on the cardboard. That's really positive and fun and inexpensive way to create art. And my children love their art hung everywhere, and I know that they just, they get so much out of it, because it lets them express a part of themselves that they may not know how to communicate yet. So even my 1-year-old, she actively holds pens, crayons, markers, and sometimes it gets on our house, but definitely not a big deal when I see the love and the light that comes from their eyes when they get to create. So I use the 3 things, and then 4. Number 4 is like I don't know. Number 4 for me, I like to go for a drive, and especially when my kids, because they're the ones that live with me, they're 2 and under, and so when they get really exhausted, and they're like, because they're adjusting to me being a single mom now, when they get really exhausted, sometimes I just put them in the car, play some music, and we go for a drive. And I found that even with my other children, when they were that age, that it's so helpful, because when they're like 2 and 1, sometimes they fight the sleep, and they're just like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And so yeah, I just take them for a little drive, and then that gives me a break. So if you're a single parent, then you probably already know this, that sometimes the best thing is just to put the babies in the car, go for a little drive, let them rest, recoup yourself, listen to some music, whatever it is you enjoy, maybe some talk radio. I don't know what it is you enjoy. These are just my ideas that I thought I would share in hopes that maybe others can gather from this. And number 5, helping people out and being of service. That, I mean, there's like, none of these are like more important than the others. It's just like a five different things that I do on a regular basis to help myself. And being of service is so helpful, like especially on the days where I just feel beat and exhausted and I don't want to keep going because the world just feels like it's so heavy. Those are the moments when I challenge myself the most, and rightfully so, because I personally have been through a lot, and I don't want anything to keep me down or upset for very long. So especially when I'm down, I'll gather my strength and well, how can I be of service to humanity today? And some days it's not like that. Some days we do just need to take care of ourselves. However, if we only just take care of ourselves and not others around us when we see a need for help, then we really can't expect to see change unless we enact it within ourselves. So end this on a positive note, like I try to do. A positive note is that even if it's hard, if you're someone, male, female, whatever you identify with, whoever you are, human, love, light, beauty, all of those things are you. If you're experiencing toxicity or harm or abuse of any kind, know that you are worthy. You do not deserve that. And there are ways you can get help to leave these situations. So I guess I'm going to leave myself available if there's anyone on my channel that is feeling pain, you're upset, something's bad's happening to you, anything. If something's really awesome is happening and you want to share it, leave it in the comments section, because that's how we help people, in my opinion, as we did, like, just through honesty and expressing ourselves. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about, let's talk about it. I hope you're having a beautiful day. If you're not, I hope watching my video can make you smile at least a little bit. So yeah, kindness is contagious. Hate is taught. And it's really good to see you all. And I hope you have a beautiful, 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 beautiful day.